Today I'm going to show you how you can make your own Chinese lantern, and here's an example of one that we made earlier. Now, as you can see, this Chinese lantern's got mosaic tile design going around the top and around the bottom. What you're going to receive is a sheet of paper that has been folded, but on one side it has lines already drawn into it. I'll explain about these lines in a moment, but when you unfold your paper, you're going to keep it long ways and you're going to put your mosaic tiles along the top and the bottom. So not the wide side but the thin side. So just run a glue line along the bottom first, not a lot of glue, and then take your tiles, and this is just like the way you did your tile picture of the animals recently, and same thing as before, same process, no overlapping, try and keep them evenly spaced apart, and try and use different colours. Don't have the same colours side by side. Now, depending on the colour of the paper that you're going to receive, like this one's yellow, avoid using, I won't be using yellow because it won't show up, but I can turn the tile over and use the other colour on the other side. Remember that if you've got two colours side by side, you can flip the tile over and you'll find another colour. Now we're nearly there on the bottom. Now, the reason for the lines, it's a guide to show you where to cut. Now, imagine that I've done the top as well with my mosaic tiles and I've created that lovely design. Fold your paper over again. Now, when you look very closely, the lines stop. They don't go all the way to the edge. So what I want you to do is, with your scissors, very, very carefully, you're going to follow those lines that have been drawn in for you and stop where that line has stopped. Continue, stop, continue, stop. Always cut along the lines that have been drawn. Don't just cut where you think you should, because you may not get the effect of the Chinese lantern. And this is the last line there, and stop. If I carried on to the edge, all I'd be doing is cutting strips of paper. That's not what I want to do. I want to stop where the line has stopped. Now, open it up and then take it from the long ways and curl it round. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around and I'm going to staple the top for you and the bottom. Like so, there we are. Now you've got a nice springy effect, but you need a handle for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the hole punch. It's my little hand hole punch. I'll do it at the top here. And I'm going to punch a hole there and a hole on the other side. Now you will always save a pipe cleaner, and what you do is from the outside, so there's your lantern, pop one end in just a little bit, and you can see there, and fold it up. Then bend your handle, pop the other end in, and you can see in there just a little bit again, fold it up, and then you've created a handle. Just give your lantern a bit of an accordion squish so it's springy, and there you have a Chinese lantern. And that will actually complement the picture that you did for the previous lesson. Remember this lesson where you had to join all the dotted lines up to make them solid, and then you had to create a colour design so that there was no white paper showing. When you've got the two together, you'll see how they work together. And that's your Chinese lantern project.